Hello, this is John for Art Nova. Welcome to my channel. You're currently in the Lightburn tips and tricks section, and if you would like to support my channel, please consider a subscription and possibly liking the video if you find it useful. Every little helps. Thanks very much. Now on with today's video. Okay, what we're going to do first is use the excellent Remove Background website. This is the simplest way to remove the background from an image. So I'm going to use this car. And when you do it initially, you will have a shadow under the car, but this is a feature you can turn on or off. And in this case, I'm going to go into the settings here and disable the shadow because we don't want it in this particular instance. And that's all there is to that. Just save the image, and I'm going to replace the original image here because it is a copy of something else on my hard drive. Okay, the second way to remove background is using Lightburn. I've touched on this in other videos I've done where you use the line tool to draw an outline which will encompass everything you want to remain behind once you remove the background. You do this very roughly. It doesn't really matter because what you're going to be doing is using the node edit tool afterwards to make sure that the line that you're putting around the object hugs as closely as you want it to do. I'm actually going to speed this up because I've touched on this in other videos. So there we go. Speed it up a little bit. They say you don't have to be too careful. And once you get to the end, we'll be using the node edit tool. And I've dimmed the image so that we can see better. Sometimes you have to do this. Depends on how complex the image is. And it lets you see better where to place nodes, slide them about, alter them in any way you want to get that line as close as you possibly can to what it is you want to cut out of the background. Again, this is a little bit on the dull side, and I have done this in my other videos. Perhaps look them up if you haven't seen this technique used before. So I'll speed it up a little bit. Okay. This time I'm removing the shadow by using node editing, obviously. Okay. Now, once you've done this, you click on the picture itself, photograph, whatever it may be, and then the line you've just created, and simply use crop image. That will completely remove the background. As you can see. Now, on to the third way of doing this. And this is using the ordinary tools that you would use to trace out an object. Now, what you do is you tinker around with it until you've got the entire edge, and then you change that edge to the red layer. Get rid of the photograph for a moment by taking it away from the display. And then you can ungroup and delete anything that's turned up inside that red line, because you just want the red line itself on the outside of the photograph. You don't want any little artifacts inside. So once you've done that, make sure there's nothing else inside, bring the photograph back and do the same as you did the first time. Click on the photograph and then click on the line and use crop. Really, really simple to do. Doesn't take long at all. And it's a very effective way of removing the background.